Going to learn about introduction to GIMP. What is GIMP? GIMP stands for GNU Image Manipulation Program. Image manipulation meaning you can manipulate, your picture is there, you want to change your background, you are standing in somewhere, you are standing in your room, but now you want to show the background as you are standing in a Switzerland, you can give it background as a Switzerland, you can change, you can upgrade your picture. If somebody is looking darker in picture, you can make it brighter. If somebody is looking, if you want to give the image colorful, you can change the color shades according to your willingness. You can give background black and white also if it is colorful. Many changes you can do with this, and it supports JPEG, GIF, TIFF, PNG, XCFs and PDF files. It supports so many files. Okay, GIMP. Wide range of files you can use, and now you can use what categories are used in this. There are tools. Okay, there are tools to use this. Painting tools are there with which you can make changes in your GIMP files. What are the painting tools? Brushes, pencil, airbrush. Then we have cloning. These tools are used to draw lines and curves. With this we can draw lines and curves. These lines and curves we can draw with these tools. Okay. Then we have transformation tools such as rotate, scale. You can rotate your picture the way you want it. You can rotate your picture the way you want it. Scale, shear and flip. These tools are used to alter an image or a part of an image. Selection tools. Now what is selection tool? You can select particular tool. You can select only rectangle, ellipse, free, fuzzy and bezier. These are used to select an image or a part of an image. Retouching tools. Retouching tools meaning healing. By retouching it, you can make your picture, the original picture will come back to you. These tools are used to perform advanced image retouching and manipulation. It allows unlimited undo and redo. You can do unlimited times undo and redo. In Microsoft Word, you can do undo up to 16 times, redo up to 16 times. But this in GIMP allows you to do redo and undo unlimited times. It has two user interface, single window mode and multi-window mode. Single window mode, only one picture is there and you can manipulating on that. Multi-window mode meaning there are many pictures are there and simultaneously you are manipulating all the pictures. It can be used to convert image to different formats. You can convert the image in different format. If it is in JPEG file, you can put it in the GIF, PNG, TIFF like this. It gives the option of adding text in various font style. Now your picture is, you want to give caption to your picture. You can give caption by adding text in that. And any font style. The stylish, you can write it in a stylish way. It also provides the facility of layer and channel to edit the images. You can give the layers and channels. You can make your picture 3D also. GIMP gives you lot of, you can manipulate picture as you want. Dear students, please open your textbook. When I am teaching you this lesson, please open your textbook, page number 78. Come on page number 78, okay? And see image file formats in GIMP. XCF. What is XCF? XCF files it stands for Experimental Computing Facility. This is the default image format in GIMP. When an image file is saved in this format in GIMP, it is saved with all its properties and formatting features like paths, layers and channels. XCF files can be viewed and edited using GIMP application only. When you are using XCF file, it will allow you to use GIMP file only. You cannot use any other application. only GIMP. Now JPEG, it stands for Joint Photographic Experts Group. It is a universal file format that compresses and stores an image file. You must have seen when you are downloading something from the internet, mostly all the pictures are available in JPEG format only. When you are downloading pictures, if you go on Google search, you are putting something, images of flowers, all the flowers usually comes in JPEG format only. Since the compressed image in this format loses certain details that were available in input image, it is also termed as lossy compression. It is widely used for storage and display of photography. If you are taking the printout of JPEG, will not give you clear picture. Sometimes it is not that clear. It is good for the computer only. But if you are taking a printout picture format, it not give you that 100% quality, good quality. But but fair enough. You can take that picture. If you are doing any project work, you can copy that picture. You can print that picture. Most digital cameras stores photo in JPEG format. Now usually all the digital cameras use JPEG format. All the pictures are stored in JPEG only, because it creates small file that is easily loaded on the web page, and it occupies very less space. So you can upload all those pictures on your web page and it occupies very small space. So the files are very small, tiny, so you can upload many pictures on that. Another is PNG. What PNG stands for? Portable Network Graphics. This image formats produces small files with maximum graphics. PNG, small files with maximum graphics. This also good for the computer users only. I mean, if you are making any project on computer, it is good. If you are downloading pictures from the PNG file format, it is very good. But you are taking printout, then it may not give you that exactly good quality that you are wanting for. Okay. The screenshots and web pages, it supports all browsers, hence used in computer graphics, screenshots and web pages. It allows full range of colors and better comparison. It is used exclusively for web pages but never for print image. If you are taking printout of this PNG file, will not give you good quality. You will regret for it then. So it is better to use in web pages and computer uses only. You can copy the image from the web page, from the Google search, and you can download it in the Microsoft Word, and you can make a Word file. You can make a project, PowerPoint project also, presentation also you can create. But you just take a screenshots or download or upload. That's it. Then we have GIF. What does it mean? GIF. It stands for Graphic Interchange Format. GIF stands for Graphic Interchange Format. It stores the image in compressed format, but no detail is lost during compression. So the compression is lossless. It is universally supported for animation. It is suitable for small animated images. Now what it does mean? It stands for Graphic Interchange Format. It stores the image in compressed formats. Compressed meaning the data will not lose. If you are turning off the computer without saving it also, it will be remain. It will give you, and you have to save it for next time. But you have to save these pictures, of course. But if accidentally you are not saving that file, still it is available in your computer. But later period you have to save it. And it is compressed format, but no detail is lost during compression. So the compression is lossless and it is universally used. Mostly all the animators, those who are making animation pictures, animation movies, they use this GIF. You must have seen when you are using mobile. See, when you are using mobile, you are sending GIF. GIF, that cartoon characters, somebody is laughing like that. You must have seen that in your, when you are using when you are sending some messages, text messages, WhatsApp images, GIF files you will open. You can see that GIF. Please see in your WhatsApp. You will get it GIF. It support only 256 colors per image, hence not suitable for printing, and GIF is also not suitable for printing. 256 colors, it supports only 256 color, so not good quality. If you are taking printout of this GIF picture, the quality is not 100% good. Then we have TIFF. TIFF, what is it? Stands for tagged image file format. TIFF image creates very large size files as they are not compressed. GIF file were compressed, make us smaller. Compressed meaning smaller, but TIFF are not compressed, they occupy large space. Along with the image, lots of data related to image is also saved. They support maximum colors. In GIF they were supporting only 256 color. Here it's maximum colors, as many colors available in the market, it supports all the colors. They can store several images using layers and are supported by all image processing software. Almost all processing software can use this TIFF. And TIFF image format is used for storage and exchange high quality images. It gives you better quality. If you are taking printout also, it gives you very good quality. JPEG also gives you good quality, and TIFF also gives you very good quality pictures. See, students, there are some questions given practice time. Name the following any two image processing tools. Image processing tools are, we will do it later on, wait. We will go to the page number, students come on the page number 79, starting with GIMP. How to start your GIMP, okay? To start GIMP, click on start menu, select GIMP 2. Which version you have to select? 2.10.12. It starts with a splash screen as shown. You can see in the figure 5.1 GIMP splash screen. Please students, open your textbook while I am teaching you this lesson. Page number 79. After which the user interface is displayed. GIMP has two different forms of user interfaces: single window user interface and multi-window user interface. Single window user interface, this is default user interface in GIMP. In this mode, all supporting windows are joined together to appear as a single window. See now, single window, you can see in the figure 5.2 everyone, single window, you can see that. This is the default user interface in GIMP. Whenever you are opening GIMP, this only window will open. In this mode, all the supporting windows are joined together to appear as a single window. All the supporting windows are joined together. You can see. Next is multi-window user interface. Students, today we will end over here. Page number 78, the name of the following I am writing for you, and sending you picture, you copy in your textbook, okay? And another this multi-window user interface we will start by tomorrow, okay? Bye for that. Till now, bye.